If a deaf person has to go to court, is it still considered a hearing? What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another high adventure video. We are down here deep in the swamps of South Carolina for a 2-day extravaganza of eating only what I can catch with the baits subscribers have sent me over the last year. Speaking of final food, there's the final donut hole. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good 2 days. I wanna thank you guys for sending me all kinds of awesome baits. I try to get to the stuff that people send me, try to work it into videos, and I just haven't had the opportunity yet this year to do it. Haven't found the time, but today we find the time. Look at that beautiful boat, just anchored up. Water's a little high, probably about a foot higher than it normally is. We are working with tidal water here, so we do have to watch the ingoing and outgoing tide, even though we are fishing for freshwater fish. It was a bit dicky getting the boat in, honestly. I had to tie it up and tie it to the truck and then bring it ashore and push us off here. Oh, get aboard, there we go. All right. The old vessel's floating, looking good. We're feeling good. I've been sick for like the past 2 weeks. Just like this lingering cold. It's just gotten all up in my chest and everything. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, so let the challenge begin. Oh, there's a bit of nip in the air too, y'all. Winter has finally come to South Carolina. It's like middle of November and it's finally starting to get chilly. Not too cold yet though, so we're gonna go ahead and head downriver. We're gonna find our first fishing hole, and then I'm gonna show you guys which baits I can only use that you guys sent me for the next 2 days. Look at all this bait right here, y'all. Y'all have been so generous. Thank you. I want to just say that. Like, so many people send me stuff, and this is one of the reasons I try to use it, man. I mean, I've got like custom baits in here. I get so much stuff, even just beyond baits. I get so much stuff, y'all. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, we're not going to be lacking for stuff to use. I've just got to figure out what to use, because I've never fished here. I just started fishing here this year down in the swamp, and I've never fished here in the fall time. The fish we're targeting, largemouth bass, crappie, and obviously like brim and shellcracker. Now, I've done a lot of good shellcracker and brim fishing in here, but it's starting to get chilly. I don't know if we can find them, and I can't use live bait. I don't have the green worms that I normally use. But I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff in here, y'all. We got, a nice popper right there. Look at this bait right here. Live target, big old brim. I mean, let's see. It's been a hot minute since I've looked through all this stuff, but we gotta find some stuff here that I feel confident. And, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Look, a turtle. We could throw a turtle. Do you think a topwater? Oh, fall topwater time in the swamp. There's gotta be some topwater fishing here, right? Right? Please tell me. Look, we got a spider lure. My bro Ace actually has a video where he used a spider lure like this. I think maybe even exclusively. And I think he did pretty well on it. Now let's take a look at this box right here. This guy, I believe, this is a local gentleman who just sent me an absolute pantload of stuff. Carolina Striker. This guy makes these baits himself. And I've got, look. I mean, I've got a box full of this stuff. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even looked through all this stuff yet because there's just so much of it. And I knew I wanted to do this challenge. So I was like, no. I kind of want it to be a bit of a surprise. I mean, good Lord have mercy. Look at that creature bait right there. That's crazy. Basically, I've just got to hope that the fish are biting. I have no idea. I haven't been down here in a couple of months, and I've never fished here this time of year. So we are all about to find out together who lives and who dies. I don't know if we survive or if we thrive. The one caveat to this challenge, I can use terminal tackle, my own terminal tackle. I just have to use the baits given to me. Oh, I even got some terminal tackle here. But I can use terminal tackle. I just have to use anything that are in these two boxes, which obviously we're not lacking for much. I think I'm gonna just have to dump all this out on the deck just so I can look through it properly. Let's dig around this. There was something that caught my eye from the local guy, Carolina Strikers. Where'd it go? Right here, right here, right here. This is a quality color for crappie right here. I think we're gonna use this. I'm gonna start with this on one of our rods. All right, that's what we're gonna start with. Let's get rigged up, put all this stuff back in the box. Good grief. You know, the great thing about this challenge too is the fact that if I don't catch anything, I'm blaming you guys and your bait. So I bear no responsibility at all. So I hope you guys are happy with yourselves and what you sent me, because otherwise your boy's gonna be starving for the next 48 hours. Let the games begin. I need a torch. Now, my good friend Gator, Brandon as some call him, everybody calls him Gator that I know, told me to find the grass mats and give those a whirl first, so that's what we're gonna do. I've got this big old 10-foot rod, so I don't have to get too close. Just drop it in, just like that. See if we can get plucked. I'm gonna work all these little pockets around here. And then when I'm done working the pockets with the jig, what we'll do is I'm gonna just set this guy right here. I'm gonna grab our other fishing rod. I actually switched it up. I found this as I was putting everything back in. It's called a Crappie Buster Shad Crank. Look at this thing. Chartreuse, red hooks. That'll catch crappie or bass right there. And what we'll do is, between looking for all of our grass mats, we're gonna be throwing this guy and slow cranking them in around these big old cypress trees. See if we can get something to come out and bust it. Love the way this chartreuse looks in all this stained water. Looks really good in my opinion. Alright, back to the jig. Some dead grass here, looks good. That's a fish, that's a crappie. No, it's a bass. Oh my gosh, get him in the boat, Micah. Let's go, dudes. What? What? Ouch, oh, just came out, he just came off. Yes, what? That's an eater too. You can eat the largemouth here. There's like you have like, it's like 5 per person per day or something like that. And I don't believe there's a size limit on them either. Let's go. Dude, just dropped it right down to that grass. Oh man, I thought for sure it would be a crappie because that's like the main method of catching crappie out of the swamp here. But dudes, that's a nice largemouth. That's probably 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds. Boom! Let's go! We're eating here tonight. We're eating here tonight. Yes, just. There we go. Water's on. You know, let's measure them up here. Just for the fun of it. 14-inch largemouth, y'all. It's been a hot minute since I've had a largemouth. We're just drop them right in there. Ooh. All right, well, hey, we're not gonna go hungry, at least to begin with. Let's get back in that grass, y'all. Let's get back in it. The thing I'm looking for the most in the grass, I'm trying to find deep grass, if I can. That's gonna be kind of hard to do, but anything that's at least, say, maybe 5 feet of water, 4 feet of water, you know, nothing that's in like 1.5 feet or 2 feet. But that fish was just right in there. I literally just lifted up and he was on there. That was so cool. Now we're gonna find a crappie doing that. This looks like a nice grass mat right here. I'm fighting the current, fighting a little bit of the breeze. It's weird to be fighting current in fresh water, I'll be honest with y'all. There's one right there. Right there. No, I missed him. damn it. Oh, man, he hit it and took off. Golly. It's kind of hard to feel the bite with this long of a rod. So I'm watching my line really closely. That's kind of the main thing I'm watching. There's one right there, right there. That's a crappie. That's a big crappie. Oh, yes, yes, let's go. We did it. We did it. Okay, I'm trying to stay calm because there's probably more in here. Oh, yes, yes. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, that's my first swamp crappie. You know what? Big shout out to Brandon. Gator is his name. You guys have seen me fish with him in the past. That is a 12-inch crappie. That's a beautiful slab. He's the one who's been giving me tips and advice. He took me down here for the first time. I'm going to have a link in the description below to his guide service and to his YouTube channel as well. Gator, this one's for you right here, man. This one's for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, that was so freaking cool, dudes. That was so cool. And I'm trying not to get too over the top because that was my second bite and there are probably more in here. I don't want to spook them. Right there. Come on. There he is right there. Got him. Got him. Oh, another big slab. Another big slab. That's been bigger than the first one. Dudes. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. That's like the funnest crappie fishing I've ever done in my life. Oh, that little chartreuse color, putting them in the boat. There's such a crazy color here in the swamp. They like match the dingy water. Oh, just found that little opening in the grass. First one was 12. This one's about 12 3/4. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful swamp crappie. Oh, I am trying to really tone down my tones of excitement because I know there are probably more in there and I'm trying not to spook them, but that was amazing. Oh, we're putting it together. We're putting it together. We ain't gonna just survive. We're gonna thrive. Oh. See if we can drop it over here. Can't tell if it's very deep or not. We'll give it a try. There's one right there. This is a big fish. This is a big fish. Oh, did he get off? Dude, we had one. Oh, no, we still have him. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. He's just stuck on everything. Oh, it's a big... Dude, it's like a... Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, dudes. It's a big warmouth. Holy monkeys. What? Grab him, Micah. Oh my gosh. Look at how big this thing is. Wow. Oh my gosh, dudes. That's like the biggest warmouth I've ever caught. That's the second time I've caught a big warmouth in this swamp. Dude, what in the heavens? We're eating that. 10-inch. Over 10-inch warmouth. Good jumbo. Sheesh. That's gonna taste delicious. That might be our lunch right there. That might be our lunch. Folks, the live well is there is room still, but it's not vacant. It's not vacant. Oh my goodness. Right there. Come on. Oh, dude, I just got hit. I just got hit. It's on that purple. You never tasted it though. I mean, I'm finding just the tiniest openings. And as long as that line's sinking, you know, that jig's getting down there, and it's on. There it is. Oh, no. Dude, she took it right as that dropped in. That's like the third dadgum fish I've missed in here. There's one right there. Got him. Got him. Yes, yes, another big crappie. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, it just took me like 3 times to get him. Ha! That's another 12-incher. It's another 12-incher on that purple. Just switched up to the purple. Still have the chartreuse head. Oh, nice slabby. Dude, that was so cool. Let's get back in there. I missed like 3 hits. Finally got that fish. Golly, took me long enough. There's definitely an art to this. Like, there's a whole feel and everything you gotta get. And we're gonna get it. I've definitely missed more than I've caught. But I just dropped right back into that hole where we missed the last one. Popped another one. The openings in this grass, y'all, are just, they're not big. I mean, I'm looking, some of them are probably the size of a silver dollar that I'm dropping this jig in. Anything that, when I punch it in, like right there, I see my line sinking, so I know I'm through. Sticking with the little purple here, just moved up on another spot. Not as big a weed mats, but we're on a point right here. So we want to see if anything's hanging out. Right down here, definitely a smaller patch than what I've normally, or what I've been fishing today. Y'all, it's so quiet here in the swamp that I feel like I have to whisper. Plus, obviously, I'm jigging like right below the boat, so I also don't want to spook the fish if they're there. But add to that it's just ridiculously quiet, and I don't feel like I can be like my normal exuberant self. Oh, there's one. Right there, another one. Another nice crappie. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice one. That's another 12-incher. Dudes, that's another 12-incher. We're pulling up slabos. We've only caught one that's a little bit small. Right on this point. Right on this point. Beautiful fish. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're beyond surviving at this point. Good grief. There's one right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that run. Should we boat flip him or net him? Let's try boat flipping him. Yes! Yes! Ooh, man! Still going strong in the crappie department, y'all. Look at that. We're just catching a bunch of like 12 to 13 inchers. That's a beautiful fish, man. For now, we're gonna drop this. Oh, I forgot I was letting the water out. Drop this guy in here. Look at that. Good grief. Get the aerator back on. Somebody's running a big old boat. Y'all hear that? Why is my aerator not working? Oh, there we go. So I have to pop the head of the aerator a little bit, and it's like encourages the water to get through. Is that just air caught in the line or what? But there you have it. Look at that, y'all. Oh, man, this is addicting. That's a fish. That's a fish. What is that? Oh, that's a bass. It's a bass. On the 8-foot rod, this is kind of fun. Yeah, I'll try boat flipping him. Oh, another largemouth. Nice! On the crappie jig. Look at that right there. Another like 14-incher. Right as the sun is setting. That's actually perfect segue into going bass fishing. Because that was the next thing I was getting ready to do. I was like, you know what? We're going to put this up. Go throw a little plopper here. Top water, whatever we got. Look at this live well, though. Good grief. We're good for the next 5 days, just about. Holy smokes. All right, let's go ahead and put this away. It's now time for us to do a little bit of different fishing. Now we've got this spook on. Got to take that off. And let's see what the box has for us here. All right. Let's see what we've got here. I think we've got so many cool top waters and stuff, but what I might do, I think we have just a regular popper in here somewhere. We might have to throw the frog tomorrow. The frog, one of these cool ones. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's a Berkeley, a bullet pop. I think we gotta start with that one. The water, let me tell you, the water is 66, a little over 66 degrees. it's been a hot minute since I've done topwater fishing. Is that pretty good? I think that's pretty good, actually. You know, it's not in the 50s. I think the rule of thumb usually, isn't it like once it hits 60 and like upper 60s, that's like good topwater fishing? We had a nice sunny day. It's getting cool at night, so I would think those bass would be wanting to hang in the shallows to like soak up the heat, right, in the shallow water. There. I don't think I've ever spent that much time trying to get a dang lure out of its case. It's like it's use-proof. You're not going to be able to steal it. You certainly aren't going to be able to use it. I love a good popper. Look at the color on this guy. A little bluegill action. I mean, that's going to match perfectly the conditions we're working here. Tons of brim here. There we go. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get this up nice and shallow, too. We're going to, well, I just literally cast it into a tree. Nice first throw there, Micah. Got daggum Ray Charles working the baits this evening. There we go. Now, the one thing I could see that could be a little bit difficult, there's a lot of junk on the top of the water. That's okay. We'll keep working it. Come on, give me one good blow up. Oh, they're right there, right there. Oh, dude, you couldn't have timed that any better. You could not have timed that. Oh my gosh, that's a big... Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, this is one of those dadgum mudfish or whatever the heck. Oh, dude, I thought I had a massive largemouth. What? Oh, my gracious, dudes. Oh, what is this thing called again? Oh, there you go, it just popped off. Oh, what is that called? I've been wanting to catch one of these. What is it? What is it? I've got to text my buddy.
Hey, man.
Hey, what is this? What is this dang fish that I've been trying to catch down here in the swamp, and I finally caught one, and it looks like an eel. What is that called?
That's a mudfish.
A mudfish, yeah. And these are allegedly, according to you, delicious, right?
Yes, they are delicious. That is better than a ribeye steak.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Oh, I'm not joking. I'm serious.
You're serious? Okay.
I'm serious. Boy, I'll give you $500 for it.
I've got one right here. I'll collect when you get back. Oh, my gosh. He's probably about 4 pounds. He just smoked the top water.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I'll let you go then. Thank you for the fish identification. And I'll send you pictures of the live well here later.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, man. Have a good one. Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
Bye. Mudfish, y'all, and he claims this is better than a ribeye steak. I've heard mixed reports on this. I don't know. You know what we're gonna do for the first one, since it's our ceremonial first mudfish? We're gonna let him go. That's a gnarly looking little fish there. That's a weird looking fish. All right, mudfish. I swear I've seen a lot of them hitting the surface. They'll come up and just like suck up off the surface, like almost like a carp. So I've got a feeling that might not be the last one we get. But that was cool, man. I thought we had us a big ol' largie. That was pretty sweet though. That's a first for me, a first on the channel, y'all. You just witnessed some high adventure history. All right, y'all. We are going to go ahead and I think throw out the anchor and find a good camping spot for the night. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to the reason why I can come out here and do these boat camping videos. I know these are some of my favorite type of videos to do. I know they're your guys's as well, but I would not be able to do it if it wasn't for EPOCH Batteries. They're these batteries right here. Now, I have gone through several types or different companies of lithium batteries. These are a lithium battery. And I've found that you get what you pay for. You go cheap, you're going to get a cheap battery. You get a nicer battery like EPOCH. These are actually right down in Georgia, right in the state below me. I've got a 100 ampere hour, 24 volt. That runs exclusively the old trolling motor. I've got a 100 ampere hour, 12 volt, runs all the electronics on the boat. My lights, which I'm getting ready to kick. Well, I kicked them on there, but they'll look even better here in just a little bit. And then I also have a cranking battery for the big old 115 Yamaha, exclusively for that, but also it's 100 ampere hours. So if I ever need it in a backup situation, I've got it that way as well. EPOCH also thought this through. They knew that, lithium batteries can pose some risks just because of the type of battery that they are. So these batteries right here actually come in a waterproof and fireproof case. That's the case that these are in. They are also Bluetooth capable. You can turn them on and off to conserve battery. In fact, check this out. You guys are going to love this. I love this. This is like one of my favorite features. So I pull up the old EPOCH app right there, okay? And then what I can do is I can check my battery level at any time. Let's see how much the trolling motor is used. Oh, wait, that's my GoPro. Here we go. Here we go. We have signed in right there, if you guys can see, to the 24-volt, 100 ampere hour. Let's go to our dashboard. Check that out. It's only used 7%. We've been running the trolling motor for 7 hours, and the current's out. Look at it. Look, it's tide water. It might not be ripping tide water, but the water's moving nonetheless. And I still have 93% battery on my trolling motor. That's amazing. You don't get that kind of power out of a regular deep cell battery. Now let's see. All right, let's turn that one off. Let's switch over to the 12-volt, 100 ampere hour running on my electronics. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We still got 92%. I've been out here for 7 hours. It's used to 8%. That is what I'm talking about when I'm saying you get what you pay for. I love this because at any given time, I can check and make sure that my batteries are doing good. They also have this right here. This little guy, it's a little indicator, shows me the battery life as well. That says 93%, or it's got all the ticks off on it, as you can see. Pretty much full. So we could technically be out here easily for like the next, well, we got today. We could do 2 more days after this, and I would feel comfortable doing that. We could do 3 days out here on the boat, 3 days, 2 nights, and I would probably still have like 30-40% battery in all my battery. Go get yourself some EPOCH batteries. Go to the link in the description below. You're not going to be disappointed, I promise you. The convenience of it with the app and just how long they last, and being able to come out here and literally not worry for days about my boat running out of battery, like, that you can't put a price tag on that kind of peace of mind, in my opinion. There we go. Getting our fish some fresh water. I noticed some water down in our hull. Let's see how much there is. Turn the bilge on here. Oh my gosh. Well, there's enough to pump. How much is it gonna pump? That's a little concerning, especially since I'm going to be spending the night on the boat. You can quit any time now. It wasn't that much water. Ah, hey, slowing down now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You done? About right. Ah, there we go. That's not concerning at all. Oh, gracious. I am so hungry, y'all. It literally just hit me. I haven't eaten since, what was that, 9:30 this morning. And I'm just going along my merry way. When we got all the anchor set out, all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, I am hungry. What the? Guys, go take a look at this. Take a look at this. Put the light on it here. I just found a Buffalo Wild Wings packet in the tent. The quality control is lacking maybe a little bit with this company. It was literally folded up inside the tent. I don't eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. I swore them off like 10 years ago when I sat in there for like 45 minutes trying to get my food, and on a lunch on like a Tuesday. So there's like nobody in there. Me and my brother sat in there for 45 minutes. We weren't getting our food. A big group walked in, sat down. The manager went over, obviously knew the people. And like 10 minutes later, all of a sudden they had a bunch of wings, and we were still sitting at the table with no wings. So I was like, nope. Since that day, literally like 10 years ago, I have never stepped foot back in a Buffalo Wild Wing. So I definitely love it. That's not mine. That's wild. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my packaging of anything. We're gonna go ahead and eat the bass. I've hit them both over the head. Just the nerves right now moving around. I've jumped in my rain gear because it's getting chilly. Ooh, it's getting chilly. Normally I don't fillet the fish. Look at that. When I'm doing a survival video, but when you catch as many as we did today, you got that luxury. Really excited for this largemouth. Largemouth tastes good. People just don't eat it because, you know, it's a trophy fish, and, you know, people will hunt you with pitchforks if you eat them. Especially at a lot of the lakes that, like, people have, like, big tournaments and stuff at, but you really don't have to worry about that down here in the swamp. I mean, they've got maybe local tournaments, but nothing, you know, MLF ain't coming out here to fish for bass. I don't think. Maybe they do. I've just thrown a little bit of steak seasoning on these fillets. Oh. Whew. Trying to stay huddled around this thing, man. I definitely underestimated the chilliness today, or for tonight. Seems like I must have been looking at the wrong air. I thought it was supposed to be like 64 tonight. Let's see. Now it says it's 56 right now. It's gonna get down to 50 tonight. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a difference between 50 and 64. Oh man, there's 75% chance of rain tomorrow starting around lunch, so I have to be ready for that. That's why I brought the rain gear. There we have it. There's our first meal. Say a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day, Lord, for keeping us in safety out on the swamp. Lord, I just pray you keep us in safety through the night. Just pray you bless this fruit of my body now. Through Jesus I pray. Amen. Oh, man. This bass gonna give me some energy, though. So the one thing I do allow myself, which is what's in this cooler, are drinks. So I do have a Pepsi. I have water. I have a coffee for the morning. But that's pretty much the only cheat, I guess, if you will, that I allow myself on this one anyway. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm a little more stringent. But today, what the heck? Oh my gosh. You know, you're acclimated to the South when 50 degrees at night is cold. You're going, I need a heater. In Idaho, I would have taken a 50-degree day at night in November all day long. Probably would have slept in my boxers, honestly. Got a nice cold weather sleeping bag. I think this was rated for like 14 degrees or something like that. 24 degrees. Ugh. Have I voiced my displeasure on how much I hate this time of year? Maybe one of the most difficult things about the time change as a YouTuber is the fact that I just have less time to film during the day, less time to work. Or if I want more time, I gotta get up. Like, if you want to crappie fish in the morning, before the sun comes up and drives the crappie away, you know, you gotta be up at 4:30 to be out on the water by 5:30 or 6, no later. Because the sun's up at, 6:10 in the morning or whatever. So you just have to get up stupid early. But then it's cold. Even in the South it still gets cold. Freezing out. So just longer times in the cold weather and shorter times in the warm weather. Because once it hits about 2 or 3 o'clock, it's like, oh, it feels great. And it's like, congratulations, now you have about an hour and a half of light left. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful sunrise over the marsh, over the lowlands, over the swamp, wherever we're at. I'll see you guys in the morning. Man, actually, it looks like a delightful morning for throwing a topwater, doesn't it? Starting to get overcast. There's supposed to be rain moving in around lunchtime, so actually, with that thought in mind, we probably should get going if I want to do this. The rain decided to start early apparently today. We're gonna try this guy right here though. First thing this morning. Little rat. Gotta try some of these funky baits here. I feel like you could definitely see a mouse wandering through the swamp. Obviously you could see a turtle too, but I feel like that's so commonplace for these fish that they would just be kind of like, another turtle. A mouse though would be like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. You could not ask for better conditions than this right now. Overcast, a little bit of a breeze. Like, this is the kind of day you could, if they're hitting the topwater, you could throw it all day long. But I've been working this for 30 minutes now, and I haven't gotten a single blow up, not even a swipe, not even a swirly. All right. Let's go find some new water. We're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna get back into the grass, and I think we might throw maybe a little spinner or something like that. Look at this right here. Big old fallen tree. Make sure there ain't any crappie hanging out around this. Phew, that's a big one, dudes. Look at the base of that. Oh, dude, I think I had one right there. There's a hit right there. Got him. Got him. Crappie out of the tree. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. Try not to get too excited, because there are probably more. Morning crappie. That's breakfast, y'all. That's breakfast. Alright, heading over to this massive weed mat here. Didn't pull anything else out of the tree, which really surprised me, actually. That feels like something that, like, well, there probably are more down there. I just couldn't get them to bite. But that should stage a lot of crappie, in my opinion. Alas, yours truly could not get them. Look at this big old grass mat right here. Right there. There he is. There he is. Yes! Let's go, dude. Just straight yoinked that thing out of there. Just yeeted him. A little bit smaller. I bet that's still like 10 inches though. Let's check. Yeah, 10-inch crappie. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Let's see if there's another one down there. I'll bet you there is. I was getting bit multiple times. Here we go, right there. Right there. There he is, right there. Right there. It's a good crappie. Oh, good crappie. Look at that. Oh, that's number 2. It's a little bigger than the last one. Let's go. That's 2 out of this spot. That's 2. Oh, beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Oh, we're not going to overthink it, y'all. The fish are in the mats. And we're just going to catch them that way. That might, was that the biggest one? That might be a 13-incher. Let's see. Yeah, dudes, look at that, 13-inch crappie. That's the biggest one of the trip right there. Beautiful fish. I like to try to get them at that 14-inch mark. When they hit about 14 inches, all of a sudden, you just start getting real slabby. They just look way bigger. There he is right there. Number 3. Didn't miss that one. That was cool. That was cool. I'm gonna make us a man's meal. This is good stuff. This is so much fun. I had one. I had my first bite on something other than a dadgum. Oh. Folks, I put on this white craw. We finally just had a hit on something other than pitching around the dadgum brush mats, weed mats. I'm trying to branch out because, like, I know I can get fish. You know, catch the crappie, a few bass here and there on the weed mats. I'm just trying to use some different stuff. Try to kind of bring the challenge home, so to speak. There he is. Got it. That's the pattern. Oh, nice largemouth. We did it! So that is how you catch a largemouth, ladies and gentlemen. They're up in the shallows. They're still there. They're still there. Look at that. That's probably about a 2-pound largemouth right there. Maybe a pound and 3/4. We got them on that white grub, or on that white craw. The white craw. That's another one of those Carolina strikers, dude. That dude sent me those baits. I mean, there's probably like 3-4 months ago at least. I just haven't had a chance to use them, but they're putting fish in the boat. So that fish was up where I've been throwing the topwaters. And they're not hitting the topwaters, but he hit that. So that might just be the tickle. Let's see if we can duplicate it again. Let's see if we can get one more of these. Hopefully something bigger. Oh, man. Got him in the live well. Woohoo! Dudes, it feels good. Like, I love the fact that I was hitting the fish in the weed mats, right? Fun, awesome, putting fish in the boat. But I wanted to, like, we could just do that all day, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. We did, we got a fish. Now I definitely want to see if we can replicate it. The afternoon rain's starting to hit finally. Let me get the old topper up. That way we can keep at least some of the rain out, and then that way I can cook out of the wet. Get you guys dried off. Pardon me. I think it's time to cook up a little lunch. What do we want to eat here? You know what? We might eat the warmouths. Try these up. Should we fry those up? Those look pretty good, don't they? Let's do that. Trying to stay in out of the rain. Here's lunch. Got a little blackened seasoning on them. Just putting them in a little oil. Oh, I'm hungry. Really hungry. Check out the operation we got going on. So we got the nice canopy hanging out underneath that. Got some fresh fish that just came off there. Cooking it up there. This rain is getting relentless though. I'm excited to get back in there and throw for some more largemouth. There you go. Fresh fish. Looking good. Cooking that up in a little oil. Look at that. Nice big thing of warmouth right there. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Let me get over here. I have a hard time stopping and eating when I'm fishing. I just go, 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 go. And especially a survival challenge like this, where I'm not having too hard of a time surviving, but still I gotta stop and make myself eat. I don't know if it's this cold front or if I missed my topwater window, but I'm kind of bummed about that. Definitely coming back in the spring. As soon as I get reports that bass are starting to bust on the top, we're coming down here and we're going full throttle with the topwaters amongst these cypress trees. We pedal to the metal. That feels suspicious. Yep. Got it. Got it. Another one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that right there. Woo! Oh, dude, that's a nice one. Let's see if we can boat flip him. Whoa, yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's a fatty. There's a 2 1/4. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Yes. We found the pattern, y'all. We found the pattern. Nice. 2+ pound largemouth right there. Oh my gosh, let's go. Yeah, that was so cool. She's swimming. Oh, got her. No, golly, stay away. Drag way too loose. Ugh. I'm putting on a clinic on how to lose a fish. Oh, there's some swirls there. Wait, what is this? Is it a large one? No, dadgummit. It's a big old, look at this. Big old mudfish. Big old mudfish, dudes. Jeez Louise. Good grief. Ah. Oh my gosh, I thought I hooked a hammer. Well, I did. This is the mudfish. Throw them on the grill. Come here. Come here. Come here. A big old piggy. Get out of here. Woohoo. That was a fight. Oh, look at that big old fish. Jeez. All right, next time we're down here, we're going to try one of these. I promise you. Well, it's got a big old mouth on him. Just a weird looking fish. You know, when I come back and I want to catch one, I'm not going to be able to. That's the law of fishing. There you go. Oh, Gator. There you go. Whew. I got something. He's not very big. Oh, dude, it's another big warmouth. It's another big warmouth. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Dude, what? Look at that big old pig. Jeez Louise. Just ate that guy up again. It's a big fatty. I mean, that's like a 10-incher, 10, 11-incher. That is the third one we've caught this trip. It's going in the live well. Look at this big old fallen tree here, y'all. There'll be some crappie around this. There aren't a whole lot of fallen trees around here, so I feel like when you see one, you definitely gotta go fish it. There's one right there. Right there. Oh, I had him. Is he still on? I think so. We did have him. Ah, man, I just smoked right there. Let's try it again. There it is, right there. Another one. Got him. Second time's a charm. There we go, sweet. Ha! Took a break from the bass fishing to smoke a pancake out of this tree. Ouch. That's a big one. That's a nice one. Ow, dang it. We can't just grab him. There we go. Ooh, look at this slabby. Oh, that was cool. That was really cool. Right out of that tree, y'all. Missed that first one. Pop the second one. Trying to step nice and lightly. Pretty fish. Because we're right on top of them. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we spanked this challenge, quite frankly. That, it doesn't get much better than that right there. And that doesn't include like the 6 crappie I've got in the cooler from yesterday as well. We definitely thrived, not just survived in this challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook up a little fresh crappie to end the day, and then we're going to get out of here. I'm starving. I want something other than fish. I don't know why, but this challenge specifically, like, I am yearning for, like, you know what sounds good? Some Bojangle fries. Oh, with that seasoning. Oh, and they have that little, like, the fry has, like, a little, like, that crispiness on the outside. When you get that right one, it's just got, like, that coating of crispy. Oh, that's what we're going to do. Anyway, let's cook these fish up. Well, the rain has begun once again in earnest. Hasn't really, well, it let up a little bit, but it's coming back down again. There you have it. Oh, the final meal of this challenge. When's the last time I had crappie? I don't remember the last time I had crappie. I mean, it had to have been back in like March or April. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've had difficulty on some of these challenges, and it's been long 2- and 3-day challenges for me. This wasn't one of them. We came out It absolutely crushed it. Thanks to you guys and your baits, especially at Carolina Strikers. Holy mackerel. Dude, we caught like on pretty much all our fish on those. I just didn't have time to get to all the baits. I mean, you know, there's only so much time and only so many things you could throw, but the thing that hampered me as well is the fact that they weren't hitting topwaters. And I couldn't even get them to jump on a daggum crankbait. Like, I threw that soft plastic, and that was the key for the bass and the mudfish, apparently, and the warmouth. But I think this cold front just had them kind of finicky. I gotta hope that the 12-mile dirt road that I came in on isn't completely washed out after all the rain that we've had today. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me the last couple of days, for watching the recipes, the baits. I appreciate you. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Oh, that didn't happen.